Greetings, friends. Mark Anthony K here. Just wanted to do a quick update for you guys. This is Projekt Gemineye update number 3. Just want to let you know, last time I did an update, I was asking you guys about possible little goodies to add in for the vinyl release of the album. I did mention the idea of putting a poster in for you guys, and not soon after me posting that update, Mr. James McCarthy got a hold of me and said that he was more than happy to go ahead and do the poster for us. So that'd be fantastic. I'm very glad to say that he is working on it right now. So we will have a very exclusive piece of artwork to go with the release that will go to all people that will be ordering the vinyl copy of An Ordinary Day. So I'm very excited about that. In other news, I did get another call from the manufacturer today. Everything's on schedule for the CD portion of the release, so by the end of February I should have it. About a week or so I will start posting about pre-orders and letting you guys know how much it'll be. I just have to work out what the shipping is going to be, the shipping costs for the United States and for overseas as well. So keep that in mind. Just give me a little bit of time just to get that figured out. Other than that, that's all for the Projekt Gemineye end of stuff right now. But I also wanted to just show you guys really quickly. I got a couple of interesting pieces in as far as vinyl for my collection. So I'll just quickly take this time to show you some of those. This is a US pressing of Elias of Sunhillow by John Anderson. This was actually sent to me by a listener of one of the podcasts that I do, which is the Yes Music podcast. I'm not going to name who it is, just for privacy's sake. But I very much appreciate that he sent this to me. I love the US version of this because it's very much like a book. The paper that they used for this is really, really nice and well done. And not only is there the story in there in that kind of book form, but within the album sleeve as well, you have the lyrics as well. So that's kind of neat. Let's see if I can get that a bit better. And if you see here, I can get this out. Where is that? Okay, over here. This is the US one has this snazzy mazzy label. As you can see, this looks like it was at a radio station beforehand. So this is obviously played by a US radio station. I don't mind that. Usually radio stations get decent copies of records, so I'm anxious to check this one out and see how it sounds. So that's one. Since we're on the topic of Yes People, I also got this album in, which is a not so easy record to get now on vinyl. Rick Wakeman's Silent Nights. This is a really nice copy of the record, as you can see here. No ringware at all, no nothing. This is a Canadian press of it. And it was on Rick Wakeman's own President Records label. As you can see here. Nicely done labels, and this record is spotless. So there you have Rick Wakeman's Silent Nights. Two more really quickly just for you to see. This one I was particularly happy to find and excited to get. The Yes album. Now, You're probably thinking, okay, well, I've seen this album 100,000 times. What's so special about this one? Well, this is a Canadian issue, and not only is it a Canadian issue, but it is a Canadian first press issue, as you can see by the red Atlantic label. So this is a Canadian first pressing of the Yes album. And I have checked this one out already. I have played it. And let me tell you, it sounds absolutely unbelievable. Very punchy, surprisingly loud, and it sounds really, really good. There's got to be something said for first pressings of records. There's reasons why people usually try to seek them out. And last but not least is another album that I've been searching for high and low, and finally have it in my collection now. It's Frank Zappa's The Grand Wazoo. This is a US pressing of it. I believe, if my documentation is correct, according to Discogs, which we know they could be hit and miss, but I believe this might actually be a first reissue. So it's not a first pressing, but I believe it's the first reissue that came out on Reprise. Because I believe the actual first pressing of this album was on a different label. Now the label, of course, has exited my mind what that name of that label is. So there you go. So I'm a big Frank Zappa fan and listener. I'm very glad to have that record in amongst my collection. So that's it for now. I'm going to leave it at that. So looking forward to updating you guys with some more stuff regarding the Projekt Gemineye stuff, and very happy that the poster is going to be done. Once I have it sent to me, the example of it, I will show it for you guys to see. I will post it so you guys can see it. Sorry, a little tongue-tied this evening. I don't know why. It's not even that late. It's like 9:30. Anyways, that's it for now. Hope you have a good night, and take it easy. Sorry, just one last thing before I check out here. If you haven't yet subscribed to the channel, I ask if you can please do so. It's going to make it easier for me to get a hold of you people, or to get you people updated on what's going on with the record. I will be doing the pre-ordering very soon, so I'm hoping that there'll be some more people who will subscribe before we get to that point. I thank everybody so far who has done it, all 9 people. Hopefully there'll be more than that in the coming weeks. I know it takes time to build these channels, but I'm just going to ask again, if you get a chance, please subscribe. I really appreciate it, and it will just make things easier for me as far as keeping you guys in the loop. So once again, thank you, good night, and have a good evening.